Hello everybody, we are doing another video here today talking about the Colorado Avalanche and why they are probably about to go on a really good tear, and the fact that it's already started. Now before we start, I wanted to say please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're new to me, new to hockey, whatever the case may be. I'd love to have you here along the way as I try to do this as a career. And that being said, let's get into it. And Colorado is currently 41-22-6 and on a 6-game winning streak. They currently sit second in the Central Division, so life's pretty darn good, right? Yes, kind of, but at the same time for Colorado, it hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows as they've dealt with a ton of injuries throughout the year, but at the same time clearly have been able to weather the storm, and now they're looking at a chance to go to the playoffs yet again. Looks definitely like they will make it, but also they will have a chance to defend their crown from last season. There's good news coming up for Colorado, even though they're already on a 6-game winning streak. That good news is that their remaining schedule is practically as easy as it gets. In fact, it actually ranks 31st out of 32 teams for easiest remaining games. So basically there's only one team that has an easier remaining schedule, that being the Calgary Flames. But for Colorado, they have multiple games coming up, I believe, against Anaheim, Arizona, Chicago, and San Jose. I don't know if they play all those teams multiple times. I do know that Colorado did play Chicago last night, but I do know out of this bunch that are the league's bottom feeders, they play at least one of these teams multiple times. And this is great for them, because not only are they getting a chance to win more and to go into the playoffs hot, but they actually have plenty to play for in regards of playoff positioning, and might just suddenly be able to take over the 1 seed with a crazy finish to the season. While nothing is set in stone, realistically we are looking at Colorado probably coming out from the backstretch of this season and winning the Central Division at least. I made a video probably about a month ago looking at the Dallas Stars and saying how they really had a good chance to win the Western Conference if they took advantage of some opportunities. Problem is, Colorado's had a really easy schedule, especially going down the stretch, but also they've been playing pretty darn well, and Dallas has kind of stumbled at points through this stretch as well. And we are looking at now Colorado probably taking not only the conference top spot from Dallas, but very well the division title. And it looks like we're probably in that situation where Colorado is going to be able to do that. Now, Dallas has an easy schedule of 2. I think they're 28th out of 32 teams for hardest remaining schedule, might be 27th, but we're in a spot now where this is really where you got to dig in, and I think for Colorado, they're in a much better spot. They're hot, they're ready to go. They're going to be getting bodies back. They're going to be in a spot where they have really an opportunity to achieve much more than Dallas, where I think Dallas has been able to be ahead for stretches of this season. Colorado knows that everything is important, and each game gets more and more important as the playoffs approach. And I think this is where Colorado could do a lot for themselves here, as they have an opportunity to beat Dallas as they play Dallas one more time at least to close out the season, as well as the Minnesota Wild and Vegas Golden Knights. These are all 3 teams that could kind of get in the way for playoff positioning. Vegas right now is the top spot in the Western Conference, so this game could be a really big game. Minnesota is right behind Colorado, so this one is one of those situations where Minnesota, of course, not a bad team either. They are fighting for a playoff positioning here, and for Colorado, you really have to be able to take care of those games. But considering they've won 6 in a row, they do look like they're a lock for a playoff spot. They're in a great situation here. Suddenly, out of nowhere, to get past Dallas, they just got past Minnesota last night, to get past LA, to get past Vegas, and then have an easier path for the Stanley Cup final. Now again, in all these videos, especially talking about the playoffs, I will always tell you there is no easy path to the Stanley Cup final. It is going to be difficult, but if Colorado can get back, get as many people possible to be healthy a little bit, get that rust worked off, and have an easier path to the Stanley Cup final, they go from being one of those teams that couple months ago people were talking about would they miss the playoffs because of injuries, to suddenly being that club that is red hot, grab the top spot out west, and then is in a situation to where they really could be good for a potential repeat as Stanley Cup champion. We will have to see, though, what exactly do you think the Colorado Avalanche are going to be able to do with the remaining 10 plus games, and do you think they'll be able to grab that top spot from whoever it would be, whether it's Vegas, whether it's LA, whether it's Dallas? It would be incredible, but I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. Also, please make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. Everybody stay safe, have a great night, and you go love hockey, all right? Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.